Welcome to another video from Soltani and Associates, Australian visa specialists. Today we're going to discuss whether labour market testing is required for the Subclass 186 Visa Employer Nomination Scheme. Let's discover. Labour market testing, or LMT for short, is a vital part of most employer-sponsored visas, namely Temporary Skill Shortage, or TSS visas. It's a procedure designed to ensure that Australian workers are given the first opportunity for employment. This means that before an employer can nominate an overseas worker for a Subclass 186 visa, they must first test the local labour market. But who needs to undertake this? Well, any employer looking to sponsor overseas talent on work visas unless exemptions apply. That being said, overseas companies can also sponsor their staff for a work visa to travel to Australia. Under all these conditions, LMT is required. However, LMT is not mandatory when an overseas talent is being nominated for a 186 visa. It might sound straightforward, but the reality is, it's a complex process that requires a deep understanding of immigration laws and policies. Without this knowledge, navigating labour market testing can be a real challenge. Confused about whether you need to undertake labour market testing? Don't worry, we're here to help. You might have many questions about labour market testing. Let's address some of the most common ones. First off, you may be wondering, what is labour market testing? In simple terms, it's a process that employers must undertake to demonstrate that they've made genuine attempts to recruit Australian citizens or permanent residents for a job before offering it to an overseas worker. Now you might ask, why is labour market testing necessary? This process is vital because it ensures that opportunities for employment are first given to Australians. It's a way of balancing the needs of businesses with the interests of the local workforce. So, how does labour market testing work? The employer must advertise the job vacancy in Australia for a minimum duration, usually 4 weeks. The advertisement must meet certain requirements, such as including the job title, description and salary, and it must be accessible by the Australian workforce. You may be curious about the specific requirements for these advertisements. They must be in English, must have been posted within a specific time frame before the nomination, and must have run for at least 4 consecutive weeks. Also, the advertisements should have been published in a medium that is commonly used for job advertising in Australia, one of which is a mandatory medium such as Workforce Australia website. What happens if labour market testing isn't done correctly? If the labour market testing requirements aren't met, the Australian Immigration Department will likely refuse the nomination for the visa. This could lead to delays and the refusal of a visa application. That's a lot to take in, isn't it? But remember, navigating these regulations and requirements can be complex and time-consuming. It's vital to get it right the first time to avoid unnecessary complications. If in doubt, we highly recommend contacting Soltani and Associates for a specialized consultation. We hope that clears up some of your questions about labour market testing, but we know you may have more. So, don't hesitate to seek professional advice to ensure you're meeting all the requirements and to make the process as smooth as possible. Labour market testing is a tricky process with many potential pitfalls. You might be wondering, do I need professional help? The simple answer is yes. It can be incredibly beneficial. Navigating the intricacies of the labour market testing process is not a walk in the park. The paperwork alone can be daunting, and the risk of making a mistake is always lurking. This is where a professional, like an Australian registered migration agent, comes into play. With their expertise and experience, they can help you avoid these pitfalls, saving you valuable time and increasing your chances of visa approval. They understand the ins and outs of the process, the common mistakes to avoid, and the best ways to present your case. So, don't feel overwhelmed. Seek out professional help. Remember, getting professional help is not a sign of weakness, but a smart decision that can make your visa process smoother and more successful. Still have questions about labour market testing? Need help with your visa process? It's perfectly normal to feel overwhelmed by the intricate procedures and requirements involved in applying for the Subclass 186 visa. There's no need to worry though. At Soltani and Associates, we're here to guide you through every step, making the process as smooth and stress-free as possible. With our experienced team of Australian registered migration agents, you can rest assured that your application is in safe hands. We're dedicated to providing you with the utmost professional service, answering all your queries and ensuring that you're well prepared for the labor market testing. So why not take the step towards a more secure future today? Contact us via our website or give us a call. We're more than happy to discuss your individual needs and how we can assist you. Don't navigate the complex world of visa processes alone. Reach out to us at Soltani and Associates, your trusted Australian registered migration agents. We're here to help you every step of the way.